is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio. PHLV Radio.
Are you ready to travel? We got all the travel buzz here on Smart People Travel Wise with Alvin Adriano on PHLV Radio.
Good afternoon to everyone watching today, and I would like to welcome you back here to Smart People Travel Wise. I'm your host, Alvin Adriano, CEO of Travel Wise International, and I'm excited for today's show. We've covered so many destinations, tour operators, and other guests who have been able to give us unique perspectives on travel. However, on today's show, we'll bring you up close and learn all about the newest and most anticipated cruise ship out there. Well, if you're just tuning in, I'm very thankful you decided to spend a couple minutes with us today. You will be extra pleased with our discussion on the change and the future of cruising. But as we all get started, a reminder to all of our viewers, if you are watching this live, please hashtag live. And if you're watching this on the replay, please hashtag replay. Share where you're watching from so we can acknowledge all of our viewers. And don't forget to catch our show on Facebook and YouTube, or you can listen to the show on Amazon Fire, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And even better, download the app PHLV Radio, available on all iOS and Android devices. Now, travel has been my passion, the ability to find new destinations and meet people who really are a blessing, because my mom gave me the opportunity when I was young and introduced me to travel. And the real reason is basically to discover new places, new perspectives, see new things I've never dreamed of. And as travel opens, the possibility of things always come up in our minds. It's the way that makes you feel when you find a new skill, discover a new love, new food. But this is how I felt when I heard of Virgin Voyages, a cruise line which was the brainchild of the visionary Richard Branson. It felt intriguing yet mysterious at the same time. How would an eccentric visionary and philanthropist create a unique brand that exemplifies his brand? Unique, distinct. The Virgin brand has always screamed game changer, and today we get a small glimpse in the extravagant brand called Virgin. Today I bring on the show Rosalind Dondon. A little bio on Rosalind. She is the regional sales manager overseeing the Mid-Atlantic market for Virgin Voyages, and she's thrilled to be in her dream gig. Now she's held various sales and business development roles in travel and hospitality in companies such as TravelZoo, Hilton, and Marriott Hotels. She's passionate about people, travel, and the Virgin brand, and is excited to help her travel partners, aka First Mates, experience, promote, and sell what it means to set sail on the Virgin way. So please smash those heart buttons and give Miss Rosalind Dom a well-deserved thank you for being here today.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Alvin. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, no, it's such a pleasure to have you. We were so excited. I know for a fact, Keisha and I were so excited for the invitation last week on the unveiling of Scarlet Lady in New York. I mean, it's such a beautiful ship. I'm so excited to have all the viewers listen on your perspective on the ship.
Yes. Last week, we had our Scarlet Lady launch in New York City. I was actually on board for the very first time on Tuesday after 3 years of working at Virgin Voyages. So within my 3 years, I have not seen one ship until last Tuesday. And can I just tell you how amazing that feeling was? It's real. It's happening. No more cancellations, knock on wood, no more anything else. We are ready to set sail in 15 days on October 6th.
That's so awesome. I know, everyone was much anticipated. It was supposed to come out in March 2020. Yes. And so it's been a long 18 months for everyone who's been just anticipating the arrival of the Scarlet Lady.
Yes.
Now, I talked about your background. I mean, we really try to get into the perspectives, but could you talk a little bit more about like how long you've been into the industry and how your experiences led you to Virgin?
Yes, so I feel very fortunate, just like you, in a different way. I've been able to travel because of family all over the world. So I grew up military Navy brat. My dad enlisted in the Navy from the Philippines. Love it. Came over to the U.S., but we've been stationed everywhere from Japan, Okinawa, Japan, Azores in Portugal, San Diego, California, and last but not least, here in Washington, D.C. metro area. So that just helped me open up and explore all of these different places, cultures, food, everything that I would not normally be able to. But with that, a lot of family in the hospitality industry. You know, I have my sister, she works for Rosewood Hotels currently. She's been working anywhere from Marriott, Starwood, and Intercontinental. So really amazing destinations that I've been able to visit her at. Obviously, we also know in the Filipino culture, there's anyone and everyone from my family in Vegas to San Diego. But just being able to explore all these amazing places at all different levels with a mix of all different people. So, just so you all know, more recently, I have been with Virgin for over 3 years, like I said earlier. Prior to that, I was at Travel Zoo. So I was a sales manager for hotels, worked with a lot of hotels up and down the East Coast. And then prior to that, I worked for hotels, different properties for both Hilton and Marriott, which was really a great learning experience. But I realized that I definitely like being a hotel guest more than a hotel employee. So it's been a very, very long journey being able to experience everything travel and leisure.
Oh, that's so awesome. You know, I always say Filipinos are like the first, travelers. And everywhere you go, you find a Filipino because we just assimilate very well everywhere else.
Exactly.
And yeah, my dad was also in the Navy too. So I know how the military life takes hold of you and then travel becomes your life.
Exactly.
I was so keen because, Richard Branson is such a legendary entrepreneur with such unorthodox ways of doing things. He's never really disappointed us. And so for you, how is it like working for the Virgin brand, coming from different corporate other jobs?
Yeah.
How is it moving and evolving into his way of doing things?
Yes. So I still pinch myself to this day that I am in my dream gig, dream job. I'm not even kidding. When I got the offer, it was amazing because it was still in startup mode. I mean, we still are in startup mode a little bit since we haven't launched, but being able to see everything from the ground up. And, as you just said, Richard Branson and all of his Virgin companies, they really disrupt the industry. Yeah. They are game changers. They really want to make ordinary experiences extraordinary. So we are very excited with Virgin Voyages because we are breaking all the rules and creating our own rules because we're not looking to existing cruise lines for inspiration.
I mean, have you met him? Did you meet him on the ship? You did?
Yes.
I mean, what is it like? I mean, remember, he's like the 470th richest person in the world. I mean, I remember everyone wearing like a red jacket with like electric balls coming out of just like, he's so much. I mean, what's it like to meet with him?
Yes. So I feel very lucky because I met him a couple years ago. They flew me out to London on Virgin Atlantic, which that was my first time on that airline. Again, another game changer in the industry. But I flew to London to meet with him and just had the best experience. He honestly is that person who like, what you see is what you get. And it's crazy because when I hear people say like, billionaires are very like down to earth and humble. He legitimately is. I mean, obviously he owns his own island, so that's a completely different level. And all of these other industries that he, owns and takes leadership in, but he is truly like magnificent. And what's great about him is he always puts people first. So one of the things that he always talks about in terms of his companies is that customers don't come first. People do. If you treat your people well, they'll treat your customers well, which we really, really, we value that. We appreciate that as employees. And you see it at all of these different companies. So yeah, it's so amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, you see these people who are larger than life. I mean, the creativity that comes from him, and then just to be in the room, I don't know what I would do. I would be celebrity shocked just seeing him. And so I can't imagine just working for a person like that who's just off the wall. You don't know what will happen when you come to work. You just don't know, what are we going to do now?
Exactly. I mean, another thing about him is that he really lives by the young at heart mindset, which is something that we really love about Virgin Voyages. People aren't really quite sure who are the proper sailors, like who would be a good fit on board Virgin. And we don't really focus on age. Granted, I'll let you know that the average age of our sailors so far is 48 years old. Our sweet spot are between 35 to 65 years old. Of course, we have people above and below. But like I've told you and your team before, it's more about a mindset. So we're always looking for people who are young at heart. They love to travel. They don't like anything too formal or stuffy. And they just really want to have a great time, but in a more relaxed, luxe environment. So
you focus on people who identify with 40.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, one of the fun things that we have on board our ship, I think that both you and Keisha went last week on it.
Yeah.
So did you guys check out the massive suite?
Oh, we did.
One of the mega rock stars.
Yeah, we tried to close the door and kick everyone out and just leave with the ship. But yeah, it was amazing.
We've got security on there. So the amazing thing about the massive suite, we've only got 2 of them on board, but the highest category of our suites, and definitely for rock stars. Of course, everyone's going to be treated like a rock star, but this is on a whole other level. And what's funny is, Richard personally wanted it's called a runway table outside in the sea terrace on the balcony. So I don't know if you could tell, but that massive table one of the massive tables on his suite, or on the deck in the massive suite, there's stairs that walk up to it where you can go dancing. So Richard, he himself wants that whole mentality of people like letting loose, having fun, and, just do whatever you want to do without all of the rules.
That's
so hopefully you and Keisha will be able to get on there, start dancing on a table one of these days.
Well, you don't have to ask me twice. Yeah. Just let me know. I'll be there.
Exactly.
Well, I guess that should bring us up to our, like you mentioned before, we've been waiting for 18 months, no cancellations. So what's going on with cruising? I know everyone's very excited. There's kind of mixed reviews, but I think you guys are setting your maiden voyage is October 6th, right? So
yes.
What's going on? What should we know about cruising now?
Sure. So this is real, this is happening. Our mermaiden voyage is on October 6th, 15 days away. We had a successful launch in the UK, what we called our summer soiree sailings. So those were Seacations to Nowhere that happened in the month of August. There were 6 sailings. What's great, those were our very first revenue sailings. We got a lot of great reviews. October 6th. So obviously we went to New York last week. Scarlet Lady is making her way down to Miami, and she will officially be launching October 6th out of Miami. We've got year-round 4 to 5 night sailings out of Miami, going to anywhere from Key West, our Dominican Republic, Puerto Plata, DR, not San Juan, Puerto Rico, Riviera Maya, Cozumel, as well as Costa Maya in Mexico. So there are 4 to 5 night sailings. This is great for those who just want to get a quick getaway, especially being on board a cruise. We always want to make sure that, we're keeping the safety and health of our crew and sailors top of mind. So with that, we are doing what a lot of other cruise lines are doing right now, where 100% of our crew and sailors are fully vaccinated. We'll be doing the testing at our terminal. We encourage everyone to get testing after they get off the ship. But, just making sure that we have that peace of mind. In addition, we have a lot of flexible booking policies where your sailors are able to book up until the end of this month, which is coming up very soon. But if they have anything and through the end of May of 2022, they're able to cancel 15 days before for a future sailing. Just some of these, peace of mind, flexible booking policies to make sure that, we are really understanding what all of our travelers are going through right now.
No, that's awesome. I mean, again, everyone, health and safety has been one of the premier priorities for travelers. And I mean, and the Scarlet Lady it's a pretty big ship. It holds like 2,700 people, right?
Yes.
And even more, you're not even sailing at full capacity. I think like 50%, correct?
Correct. So on average, we're going to be limiting capacity for the time being. And of course, following all of these different CDC guidelines and protocols, but we are expecting anywhere from 50 to 65% capacity for the time being, because we want to make sure that we are following the rules.
No, and that's awesome. sailing at half capacity makes
Yes.
it feel like you own the ship. I mean,
Exactly.
really going to be walking around like there's no
Yeah,
one
you'll be
here.
owning the place. You'll be owning the place. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I also love that feeling of just, being able to explore, not dealing with lines, crowds, everything that typically a larger ship involves. And that being said, 2700 is considered a mid-sized ship. We realized we did not want what feels like a floating city. There are larger ships out there, and they're definitely great. They serve its purpose, but we definitely wanted a more intimate boutique feel.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly does that. I mean, with all the nooks and crannies that are all around, it's a unique experience. Even the way the layout of the ship.
Yeah.
When we first got on, it was surprising that 87% of all the rooms have balconies.
Yes.
That is a truly impressive architectural feat to put all those balconies on there. And I love the unique red hammocks. That's a signature of the balcony that you have on there.
Yes. So we are very excited because, like you just said, the majority of our cabins are balcony, sea terrace balcony cabins. In addition, we also focus a lot on the solo traveler. So I'm not sure if you checked them out last week, but we have 48 cabins that have no single supplement. We want to make sure that we're offering very reasonable pricing and not feel like we're penalizing anyone for traveling solo. So we also have that. It's a mix of inside and ocean view cabins. And then we've got 78 suites on board, which obviously you guys saw. I saw the videos that you posted of our Mega Rockstar and Rockstar suites, but really great amenities and perks for our suites. Just a little bit step up above the balcony cabins.
Yeah, those Rockstar suites are amazing. I mean,
Yes.
even some with the selection of guitars that are on there. I was just looking around, just like, man, no one will know that I can't play a guitar, but it sure does look like I know what I'm doing.
Exactly. And not sure if you guys even saw this, but in a lot of the suites, I'm not sure if it's all of them, but a good percentage of them, they have turntables.
Yes.
And yes. So there's a record collection in any suite that does have a turntable. In addition, we also have a lot of nods to Virgin music, of course. So we've got Voyage vinyl. That's our record shop on board. I'm sure you guys saw that when you 1st entered as well.
So would they be able to borrow vinyls?
Yes. Yes. If you've got a turntable, you definitely can borrow from our record shop. But like I said, there is already a collection as well in the suite.
I mean, God, that is amazing. When I saw the turntables, I was just like, this is so cool. Like everyone wants to hear a turntable. They sound so much different.
Yes.
But now that you have it on board on your vacation, again,
Right.
little details that you just don't think of, but you're just like, that's cool.
Exactly. And check this out. I'm sure that you and a lot of the Filipinos will enjoy and appreciate this. But did you even get a chance to check out the Groupie, our private karaoke bar?
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, private karaoke, just like rooms, like ATV.
Yes. And that is also included in the voyage fare. So there are 3 private rooms you're able to enjoy with friends, new friends, old friends that are on board the ship, and have that, private karaoke experience. Again, all included in the voyage fare.
Awesome. And let me remind all the viewers, if you're watching now, if you have any questions, please type it in the chat. We'll try to get to them in Q&A, but I know everyone's excited for this. We talk about the cabins and the rooms, but let's talk about the experiences on there. We mentioned trying all the inclusions, but there's like 20 plus eateries.
Yes.
We're talking about free gratuities already included. Free Wi-Fi, unlimited group fitness classes. What else have you guys thought of to include into the price and just put it make it so much easier for these sailors?
Yes, Alvin, you've been doing your homework. I am impressed with all of your memory with knowing what's included in our voyage fare. So like you said, Virgin is very much about being, very accessible in terms of pricing, very reasonable. We understand that a lot of the pain points with other cruise lines, you feel like you're nickel and diming everywhere, signing off on everything. So with that, our value proposition, everything that's included is, like you said, all of our restaurants and food, which I definitely want to talk about soon. So all of our restaurants and food, all of the tips, unlimited Wi-Fi, all of the entertainment, all of the group fitness classes, and all of the basic bevies, which are the majority of non-alcoholic beverages. So we are hearing that there's a lot of great feedback about everything that we are including, because on many other cruise lines, you have to pay for every single one of those things. So very reasonable.
Yeah, those little things that, like people, again,
they add up. They add up for sure.
They do.
Sometimes even like double or tripling the price of the initial voyage fare. So for all those folks who see really amazing pricing from the very beginning, for other cruise lines, just note and make sure you know what exactly is included, what's not, because again, sometimes you'll see that sticker shock when you end up leaving and signing off on that folio being like, wait, this is actually not what I was expecting to pay for this entire vacation and holiday.
Yep, very true. Very true. It's the same thing as similar as hotels. When you check in, there's this resort fee that's like $40, $50 sometimes. You're just like, okay.
What does this include?
Yeah, what does this include? Which is, I thought this was already included.
Exactly.
So again, it just adds up to the final bill and just like,
exactly.
I wish they just told me. So
exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, for anyone who just wants to know what the last sticker price, what am I going to pay at the end of the day? This is perfect for them.
Yes.
I mean, these are the things that make Virgin Voyages super unique. I mean, other things like no formal nights, no cruise directors. That was different. The happening cast, that was awesome.
Yes,
yes. You mentioned too, no children, all adults.
Yes,
no
adults
main dining.
Exactly. I mean, I love, again, you've been doing your homework, Alvin. So we really feel like we wanted to take away a lot of the pain points that other cruise lines have. And really, of course, we are focusing on regular cruisers, but for those who are looking for something very different or better suited, and maybe people who just haven't had that great experience or don't like the idea of cruising because of all the cheesiness, massive feel of everything, the nickel and diming, the formal nights. Our thing is just enjoy anything that you want on your own time. There are no rules in terms of what you want to choose. You can eat wherever you want, whenever you want, again, all included. You can choose whatever experience you want in terms of our entertainment. You can enjoy anything from our wellness as far as our spa and our fitness classes, again, all included. So really, really great choices. Again, we like to say it's more of a retox and detox experience where, like I said, if you want to make it all about health, wellness, relaxation, you can. If you want to make it all about indulgence, eating, drinking, you can. Or if you want a good mix and balance of both, you can definitely do both.
No, that's awesome. I mean, it definitely isn't your grandparent type of cruise. It's
No.
fun, unique, off the wall. It's everything that you just think about having fun. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
And and I really want to touch up before we get to the dining about the Virgin Voyages app. I thought it was really cool that you can like really reserve or schedule where you're going to eat, just like you were like you were out and about like anywhere else, just like where do I want to eat tonight?
Yes. So our app is, I will just, again, keep it totally real. Our app is still being worked on. Just like any startup, there's some hiccups here and there. When it works, it's absolutely amazing. So what we love about it is, number one, it's contactless. So we have a lot of contactless experiences. You're able to look at all of the different activities. Again, whether it's for entertainment, our happenings cast, dining, and any of the shore things, which is what we call our shore excursions, you're able to reserve anything that you want on that app. In addition, you're able to place a queue or place yourself in a queue, virtual queue. Again, we want to avoid any lines. So you're able to see in real time the wait at any of our eateries on board our ship. In addition, you're also able to use our app to disembark and embark on board. So a lot of the things that typically allow for contact, for anything that's touching, we really wanted to avoid. And you'll also notice that with our band, which is what our wearable, that allows you to do anything and everything from making payments, getting into your cabin or suite, getting on board and off board the ship. So really, really cool things that are very different than what you would find on a typical cruise ship.
That's awesome. Such an intuitive type of technology to make everything seamless, work hand in hand.
Yeah. And you also want to know another fun thing about our app is whenever you want to make any restaurant reservations, if any of your friends are on board with you, you're also able to invite them through the app and add them into your reservation. So it's great. Just a lot of like open table style dining reservations, as well as being able to do a virtual queue.
Awesome. So I heard a little a rumor that if you shake it, it does something cool. You want to talk about?
Oh my God, I haven't even said the most fun thing about it. So again, Virgin always has to create these cheeky experiences for our sailors, for our customers. And one of the most talked about things on our app is what's called Shake for Champagne. So when you open up the Virgin Voyages app on your phone, you shake your phone, a button will appear that says push me. If you push that button, we will deliver a bottle of Moet and Shandong Imperial to your exact location. Of course, it's for a fee, but that's what that bar tab is for, to be able to enjoy your Shake for Champagne experience on board Virgin Voyages.
That's so awesome. You know, some of those little things that you just don't think about, you're just like, that's so cute.
Exactly.
I get some champagne wherever you are. I think that's
exactly
so unique.
Yes.
So I mean, food plays such a big influence in where people go. Yes. You have so many different restaurants. I mean, I don't know I couldn't eat everywhere. I couldn't possibly eat that much food. Yeah. But I was so impressed with Pink Agave. That's where I ate lunch last Wednesday. But I tried to fit in all the different places like Razzle Dazzle, and, Test Kitchen.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many different places. What was your favorite restaurant?
So this is crazy because I only ate at 3 restaurants in my week on board the ship. I went to, which sounds like, it sounds bad, hashtag first world problems, but I did try out the Wake, which is our steak and seafood restaurant. You had dinner there too. We also went to Razzle Dazzle, which is our vegan, vegetarian forward restaurant. What's great about that is it's not strictly for vegan and vegetarians because we have what's called our naughty and nice menu. So on the nice menu, of course, the vegan, vegetarian options. On the naughty side, you can add meat, you can add booze, you can fry up anything you want. That mix of good and bad and naughty and nice. And then the third one that I ate at was, it's called Extra Virgin, which is our modern, authentic Italian restaurant. So what's crazy is I'm not normally an Italian cuisine person because I always feel like if it's something that tastes like I can make it, I'm not impressed. But hands down, everything that I ate at Extra Virgin tasted like something I could never possibly make. The gnocchi is the best that I've ever had. They have fresh made-to-order pasta, and it is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. So the Wake is the more formal steak seafood restaurant. Razzle Dazzle is the vegan vegetarian forward restaurant. The Extra Virgin restaurant is the modern authentic Italian. What you went to, which I'm jealous because I never had a chance to go, Pink Agave is our modern Mexican restaurant. Yeah. And it's more Mexico City street food cuisine. Yep. I've heard there's some amazing, amazing dining options there, in addition to mezcal and tequila. So I'm hoping you guys got to have a drink or two while on board the ship.
Yeah. Okay. It was so good. I mean, yeah, even like the Korean barbecue, the gumbai.
Yes,
I wanted to go there. I was like, gosh.
There's not enough food. There's not enough time. Sorry, there is always enough food, but there's never enough time. So like you just said, Gunbae is our Korean barbecue restaurant, the first Korean barbecue restaurant at sea, more of a high energy, lively atmosphere. You're able to eat everything and cook it in the middle of your table. And then we also have the Test Kitchen, which is our learning laboratory restaurant. So, cooking classes, mixology classes there. But what's interesting about the Test Kitchen is on the menu, for example, you have no clue what you're going to eat. They get your dietary restrictions, but for example, it could just have the word mushroom, and then the entire menu and items are revolved around mushrooms, or if chicken, I don't know, anything and lemon. Like it's just all you see is one word on the menu, and you're like, wait, what is this? It's really cool, really interesting. It's for those more adventurous eaters who really want to try something different.
Yeah, they're in lab coat. It looks like you're in the science place and you're experimenting and you have no clue what's about to happen. They break it down into like the periodic table. It's just like, what is about to happen? I don't know. But it's such a cool experience.
It is.
It's interacting. This is the first time you're like enjoying and playing and discovering about food. It's an organic experience. I tell everyone, if you're trying to do it, definitely try it.
Yes. And one more thing I wanted to talk about our food. So this is what's great is that we never wanted buffets. We never had them. And obviously now more than ever, we want to make sure it's safe. So in addition, we have what's called the Galley, which is our food court. So you can think of this as more like food truck style stations. Yeah. We have anything from our sushi bar, burger bar, noodle bar, soup and sandwich shop, panini shop, anything and everything you could possibly think of. I don't know if you had a chance to go there, but what's great is you open up the app or open up the QR code and someone will appear, take your order and deliver it to you immediately, fresh and made to order. So really cool. You don't have to worry about, wasting or having that cross-contamination as you would in a normal buffet on board a ship.
Yeah, I thought it was the Galley area was so cute. Yeah. I mean, it felt like you had choices and different concept. You can go have different cuisines whenever you want. And it was very functional. Again, there's plugs and USB cords so you can like charge while you're eating. You don't have to go back to your room. Little things that I thought was very, very impressive when it thought about the layout or their customers, because that's what it is. I mean, modern travelers are always on the go, always need phones, charging. That's something that I thought that was very cool. Yep. But not only food, I mean, entertainment is such a big part of it. And so becoming, coming from like music, I was really excited to see what type of entertainment is going to be there. Choose your own and reminiscent of like what would be like the engagement, because it's all about socializing. Yes. So I was super impressed about Dual Reality, but that was the only show I saw. Kind of key in about like what we're going to expect or what we'll see.
Of course. So we are very excited to announce that we have partnered with production companies that are creating all original content for us. So you're not going to see, the typical Broadway shows. Again, nothing wrong with Broadway, but we feel like if you want to watch Broadway, you can go to Broadway. These are all created strictly for the Virgin Sailor. So like you mentioned, we have Dual Reality, which is our Cirque acrobatic style show. As you and I talked about before, just really cool things. Acrobatics and just a lot of nervous moments where people are jumping up and down and they look like they're going to hurt themselves, but they never do, knock on wood, I thought that was amazing. That was the first time I saw that show. We also have what's called the Untitled Dance Show Party, which I don't think you obviously did not get a chance to see, but very interactive, immersive. It's standing room only. And it's kind of these moments of like seeing like really amazing dancing, which I love, anything from hip hop to modern. But there are moments of like, wait, what's happening? What's going on? To like, oh my God, that is amazing. It's one of these things that it's so hard to explain. You just have to see it for yourself. We also have our Dr. A show. So this is, again, because we are adults only, again, nothing offensive, but we can just feel a bit more edgy, more modern. So Dr. A plays the role of a relationship therapist and interacting with the audience. Again, nothing offensive, but these are the things that you can get away with without having to worry about kids being on board the ship. Another entertainment production that we have, it's called Phantom Folktales. So this is kind of the more like hipsterish band that they just appear out of nowhere, perform for maybe 15, 20, 30 minutes, stop, and then move on to the next. So there's, again, a lot of surprise and delight moments of just entertainment appearing out of nowhere. And last but not least, we also have what's called our happenings cast. So another way that we're breaking the rules is that we don't have a traditional cruise director. We thought that it was very hard for one person to do all of the things to entertain everyone. So with our happenings cast, what's amazing about them is that they are experts and they're passionate about what they do, whether it's about food and wine, fitness and health, there are singing. There's lots of singers that perform. Again, they just pop and appear out of nowhere. So they create activities based on what they're passionate about. Some of these things are on the schedule. Some of these things, again, just come up and surprise and delight. But we like this because, again, so many people have so many different passions, whether it's food, wine, fitness, health, just being able to relax and have some really great retox and detox experiences through our Happenings cast, as opposed to the traditional cruise director that's doing one thing for everyone on board the ship.
Yeah, I thought that was amazing. I mean, when I talked to you, Rosin, about my experience on there, it was such immersive. There's such so much engagement.
Yep.
When you're talking about dual reality, you didn't even talk about the red room.
Yes.
And how like the layout of it.
Yes.
It's not like a typical theater where you're looking forward and there's a big stage. It's seating on both sides,
Yes.
and the stage is in the middle. And then people coming from all over the place. You don't know if you're sitting beside an entertainer or if you're going to be throwing a ball or something.
Exactly.
But you're in it. You're in the show. And I thought that was so cool because, oftentimes you go, after dinner, you go to a show. How many people fall asleep because they're just tired, But I can't imagine falling asleep on these shows because you don't know if you're going to catch a ball or. Yeah. And I think that,
or if you're like right next to two entertainers, you're like, wait, am I in the show or not? So be careful for those who typically sitting in the front row because you might be part of the show.
And I was telling you earlier, I didn't even know the show started because it looked like people were having conversations. Yeah. We're just listening, and all of a sudden people start jumping all over the place. Like, what's going on? Or is this about to be a big fight? And all of a sudden they start flipping. We're like, oh, this is the show. I'm in the show right now. It was so cool. I thought it was so well planned out. People are going to be super surprised because I can't wait to see how all of this comes up, fully operational, because having people pop up from nowhere and start performing just wow, you have many shows all around you. I think that was such a cool thing.
Yeah. Very cool.
Virgin has been such a forerunner. When we talk about game changers, there's a lot of firsts that you guys do in there. Like the tattoo parlor, Squid Ink.
Oh,
that's the first I've ever heard about a tattoo parlor on sea.
Yes.
And then you have, what do you call that? The MAC Cosmetics.
MAC Cosmetics are retail. Yes. Yes.
I thought that was very cool.
Did you happen to pass by the Virgin Voyages swag shop?
No.
It had, oh my God. So I don't know if you guys felt this way, but unfortunately, because we were docked, we couldn't, the retail was open to see, but not to purchase, which is kind of a good thing, I guess, for me, because I would have spent a lot of money on these things. But what's really cool is that we have our own Virgin Voyages swag shop. So anything from bags to shirts, and again, not cheesy. These are things that I actually would totally wear, even if I didn't work for Virgin. Just really, really cool design, functional, comfortable. That's definitely a place that you'd want to check out when you come back on board.
Yeah, and even my wife said that too. I mean, the stores and the brands, you can seriously go shopping. You've partnered with Bulgari, I believe.
Yes, yes.
Some
really luxe places where I will probably not go to, but I will definitely enjoy from afar.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is a beautiful setup. Everyone's so ready to go shopping. Yep. And again, it's not just in that one area. There's stuff on the way where you can, find clothing, beachwear. Yep. Just so very well thought out and planned out. Yeah.
I mean, Alvin, I don't know if you guys felt this way, but what I really like, and again, I still have so much more to discover and learn while being on board, but it's there's kind of just hidden gems that you just discover just based on exploring. If you didn't physically go on every single deck and check out from front to back, or, it's just, there's so much more to uncover and discover and explore. And that's what I like about it. It doesn't feel like a typical massive cruise ship where you have, the atrium area and then the dining hall and the entertainment room. It's just a lot of different hidden gems that I'm going to keep learning about as the more I get on board.
Yeah, I thought it was so great because, Keisha and I, it felt like, you were falling into a rabbit hole. I mean, every time you go onto every level, you got to look at behind every wall. Is there something in here? you know, what's over there? And then we found the loose cannon. That was all the way around. We're like, whoa, this is kind of cool. And we found the arcade on the other side. We're like, oh, that's kind of cool. And again, so many Instagrammable spots.
Oh my God,
well thought out design, interior, all played out because again, you just want to take photos. You want to be part of about the fixtures. You know, like there are certain areas on the ship, you know, you can be excited about, but everything is so functionally well designed, visually appealing. A lot of people are going to be super surprised once they board. Like everywhere you go, it's just like, this is kind of cool.
It is. And, you know, mentioning the Instagrammable photos, we definitely have a lot of spaces on board. And just to add to that, we love that we have unlimited Wi-Fi because we want you all to post how fabulous everything is on board Virgin. So please know that take photos, take videos, post as much as you want because that unlimited Wi-Fi is included in your voyage fare.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, that's super exciting because again, you know, people want to share their stories. We all want to be super connected. And I think you alleviated some of those pain points because now they don't have to worry. They can just shoot as much as they can, tell their story, and they can include Virgin on their story as well.
Yes. # Virgin Voyages. Thank you.
Awesome. And so for us, you know, like you said, you just don't know until you get on board. What are some tips and tricks or insight that you can share with our viewers about if they're planning on Virgin, what to do next or what to think about?
Yes. So some great tips, obviously. Please, now more than ever, use a trusted travel advisor, professional. Obviously, this is my plug to you, Alvin, and your team, and all of the other travel advisors out there. Like the world is just changing left and right every single day with the rules, restrictions, the requirements for everything. So we want you to be able to use them for their knowledge. And that's my plug for you all. So I just have to add that there because you guys are on top of everything, researching, taking all the training, knowing exactly how to make their vacation and their holiday as best as possible, however they want it catered to them. So more specifically, as far as Virgin, you know, because we have so many different options and experiences. You know, if you really want to try different restaurants, research the ones that you are most interested in. I really would love for everyone to try to go to every single eatery on board during their itinerary. But if you can't do it all, then you'll just have to book another sailing on Virgin Voyages. But all of them are amazing. Also, look at our entertainment. You know, we have anything from, like I said, dual reality, which is our Cirque acrobatic style show. We have the Dr. A relationship therapist show. We have the Untitled dance show party. And again, that's more for the off the beaten path type experience. But make sure that you check those out or see which one appeals to you. Check those out. Of course, we also have our Voyage vinyl. We have the groupie karaoke bar, all of these different things that appeal to you. If that's something you want, make sure that you make your booking, make your reservation as well. And then, of course, our fitness and wellness experiences. I don't know if you checked out Redemption Spa, Alvin, but it is absolutely stunning. So please make sure if you want to have that retox moment of just being able to chill and unwind, you'll get a chance to check out our thermal suite, which has everything from our steam room, sauna, hot and cold plunge pools. You'll be able to experience that if you book a spa appointment. And then also, like I said, with our group fitness classes, those are also included as well. I will say that it is hard to try to do everything for one sailing. So that's why I would love for you all to just be able to check out the different experiences on board and then try to plan out exactly what you want. But also, it's okay if things aren't planned out because that's not what Virgin is about. We're all about surprising and delighting, being able to choose what we like to say. It's a festival of choice. So, but again, the things that you're most excited about, definitely try to make reservations and appointments for them.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. That's a lot of insight because people are waiting for something new. And I think, with the unveiling of the Scarlet Lady and people just wanting to see something fresh and new, Virgin's going to have a big following because we are all desperate to go out and travel.
Yes.
I mean, we didn't even talk about the mini beach club.
Yes,
And the destinations.
Sorry.
We were talking about the ship, but we've talked about. Did you want to talk about a little bit about Bimini?
Yes. So just real quick, because I didn't even talk about this. So for Scarlet Lady, our first ship, again, those are the 4 to 5 nights. All of them go to our private beach club, which is actually called the Beach Club at Bimini, just so you know. It's all good. So it is amazing, inspired by European beach clubs, anything from shore excursions to yoga in the morning, DJ parties, bonfire and barbecues. You can do that. I did just real quickly want to also talk about the 2 other ships. This should take no more than 1 minute, but our second ship, which is Valiant Lady, amazing. She's launching next spring. She will spend her summers in the Med, and we have 3 7-night itineraries out of Barcelona, and they'll all include overnights in Ibiza, Spain. And then she'll make her way back to Miami for the winter, where we've got longer Caribbean itineraries. And then Resilient Lady, she is ship number 3, launching August of 2022. She's going to be spending her summers in Greece out of Athens. So we've got 2 Greek island itineraries. And then she'll make her way to San Juan, Puerto Rico for the winter, where we've got the South Caribbean itineraries. So my apologies. I shamelessly had to plug that because I didn't want you to think that there was only one ship that was launching.
No, that's awesome. I think
Yes.
everyone should also realize, this is not one trick pony.
Yes.
They have 3 other ships coming, and they're
Yes.
really excited about all of the breakthrough that they're about to have. And I'm super excited for Virgin because, we were anticipating this in 2020 and we had to wait all this while for all this, but now it's all going to come all together. The momentum has built. People are so ready to get on the ship, and I can't wait for them to experience, because Instagram is probably might go down as soon as these passengers get on.
Making the internet, Alvin.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen. I think people are going to be so excited. And I mean, when we talk about experiences, unique experiences like this, you don't often talk about unique experiences on the cruise ship, usually to the destinations, but people will be talking about unique experiences on the ship, the entertainment, the food, the all around ambience, and then just, again, the attention to details, because again, they've thought about so many different ways. I remember talking to, I forgot who I met her on board. She was such a lovely lady. I think her name was Dee Cooper. I think the interior
Cooper.
designer.
She's our SVP of design.
Yes, she was. We got into a really great conversation about how they found concepts, where they got inspiration, and it wasn't from the other cruise lines.
Yes,
it wasn't, and I thought that was so crazy.
Yeah,
how can you do that? But again, that's the way Virgin does everything.
Yes.
They do things way that we don't expect, and I think that's the beauty of how he does things, how he surprises everyone and keeps people on their toes.
Yes.
So very excited for this brand, very excited for you and Virgin. But with that said, Rosalind, do you have any final thoughts that you wanted to share with all of our viewers before we head out?
No, I mean, well, sorry. Yes, I do. My final thought is thank you, Alvin, for setting this up. I really appreciate it. I can't wait till you and your team and your clients get on board. I would say, because it has been such a crazy time for all of us these past 18 years, we all just need to get away. And I really think, I'm not just plugging Virgin, I would say, please take the trip. Obviously do it in a safe, thoughtful way, and please use our trusted travel professional such as Alvin and his team to make sure that you guys choose the best holiday for you. And I personally would love for it to be on Virgin Voyages. So thank you again for your time.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rosalind. I hope we can bring you back on after, a couple sailings, and we can just rock out and find out, some more unique experiences with Virgin. So thank you for being here and sharing some insights with all of us and our viewers.
Thank you all. Thanks so much.
Awesome. So as we continue to wait patiently for travel to resume, we can trust that there are some amazing destinations very close to us, but also some unique experiences like the Scarlet Lady. I'm super grateful to have my friend Rosalind to share her knowledge and expertise about the Scarlet Lady and Virgin Voyages to help us be inspired and motivated to travel. Travel is all around us, and people are getting more comfortable each and every day. Whenever you feel comfortable and you want to make that jump on board this beautiful ship, please reach out to our TravelWise staff and advisors who can help you plan a perfect holiday. Our phone number is 301-248-8898, or you can visit us on the web at www.itravelwise.com. We have great cruise advisors who can help you prepare and guide you through the vacation planning process. Thank you again to all of our viewers and listeners who have been able to join our show today. Without your support and views, this would not be possible, and we're thrilled to share our knowledge and perspective with all of you. Smart People Travel Wise airs every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Pacific Time and 3 p.m. East Coast Time. Again, my name is Alvin Adriano, CEO of TravelWise International, a Filipino-owned and operated travel agency that's been dedicated in serving the community since 1989. Thank you again. Till next time, Smart People Travel Wise.